Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Giants. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Janoris Jenkins combines excellent coverage ability with supreme confidence in himself. He thinks that no one is going to catch a pass in his area. Calls himself Clamp City.
He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And fourth down coming up. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Harris now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally, you can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So
now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
On play action, now Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder Justin Gilbert. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Second down following the run. On second down, Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. Got a man, it's Brown. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second and goal from the 7. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is right through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now out come the Giants. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Manning steps away to his left. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice Nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's brought down after a good game. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On second down, here's Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Manning now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He completes it to Bryant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go.
3rd quarter action now. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
see if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with Jennings. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. There's Perkins on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Manning to throw on second down. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Beckham, the lone receiver right. Manning to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Manning, and his pass incomplete. Orleans Darkwa, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Over the middle to Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Manning to throw once more. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments,
and
no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Manning throwing on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Manning now on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 1, this is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Shift together here from the D-line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So
many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
Let's go.
And Big Ben intercepted 8th. And he's into the clear. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And an alley to run. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run again now with Darquan. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. From the gun on third down, Manning eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.